Even in a big city such as London, where most of the people you pass in the street you'll probably never see again, there are always a few you seem to be constantly running up against, in widely varying places in the least expected circumstances. And that was how it had been in her case. I found her attractive, too. She had the kind of slim figure that made a strong appeal to me. As I say, you go on seeing such people. You may get as far as nodding or smiling at each other, but it rarely goes much beyond that. In our case, however, things were different. She it was who forced the issue. Yes, I suppose I could say that. I'd returned to where I'd left the car at a traffic meter. I was sitting in the driving seat and wondering what I was going to do next. I had the afternoon free.
Oh, look, my name is Paula French. You don't know me, but would you do me a great favour? Follow that blue minicar in front. That one, the one that stopped at the traffic lights.
Oh, yes, of course I will. Glad to. Jump in.
Oh, he's moving off now.
Don't worry.
Oh, it's most awfully kind of you to help. I really don't know how to thank you.
Don't bother. I'm glad to help. No, really, I am. Very glad to. I've seen you before, haven't I?
Oh, have you? Yes, I know. It's funny, isn't it, the way we keep seeing each other.
We seem to be doing it all the time, don't we?
That's really how I was able to pluck up sufficient courage to ask you to do this for me.
I'm very glad you did.
Did what?
Pluck up enough courage to ask me to help you.
Oh.
Won't you tell me what this is all about?
Oh, don't lose him. Look, he's putting on speed.
Oh, I shouldn't worry. He's turning into the park. No, anyway, my car's quite powerful enough to overtake him.
Oh, no, please don't overtake it. Whatever you do, don't overtake it. Just keep it in sight.
Oh, that's easy.
I just want to see where he's going. I must know.
What must you know? Don't tell me if you don't want to. It doesn't matter.
Well, it's my boyfriend. We were, well, unofficially engaged.
I see. He's going out of the park again. Hardly seems to be worth going into it if he intended to go out by the next gate, does it?
No.
He couldn't be trying to give us the slip by any chance. I mean, do you think he suspects we're following him?
Oh, how could he suspect?
I don't know. I was just wondering.
I've known him a year. Well, a bit longer, really. But lately, for the last month or so, I've had the feeling there's been someone else.
You could be wrong.
Oh, yes. But I have to know, haven't I?
Perhaps.
What do you mean by perhaps?
Oh, I see your point, of course, about needing to know, but if you find out he's running round with someone else, what will you do? After all, what can you do? Make a scene?
Well, I might. What do you expect me to do?
I don't know the circumstances, do I? But if your suspicions are correct, how will making a scene help?
Oh, maybe it won't. But it'll help relieve my feelings.
Yes, it might do that, I suppose. But I'd be careful about relieving my feelings too often if I were you. Men tend to shy off possessive women.
Oh, do you think so?
Oh, I'm convinced of it. What's your friend's name?
His name?
Oh, don't tell me if you'd rather not.
It's Lawrence.
Ah, Lawrence.
What do you mean, Lawrence? Why do you say it like that? But what's your name, anyway?
John.
I like the name John.
Yes, I do too. It has a reliable sound about it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Confound it, we've lost your friend. Now what are we going to do? Lawrence has disappeared.
I think he's just turned off. Yes, just in front there. Look, we're coming to the corner now.
You're right, you know. There he is. Do you know the district round here?
I've been here when I've had to go to the television studios.
You're an actress, then?
Not really, no. Well, not what you'd call an actress. I've done some work on television, and, of course, I do a little modelling.
He's turned another corner. He seems to be in quite a hurry, doesn't he?
No, don't accelerate, please. For heaven's sake, don't let him see us.
I think he's stopping.
Yeah, look, pull up here. Yes, just here. Don't get any closer.
No, we mustn't get any closer. You'll be able to see whatever there is to see from here.
Yes, I'll be able to see.
That's right. Whatever there is to see.
He's going up the steps to the door. Whose house can it be?
I haven't the slightest idea. We can drive past afterwards if you like. Find out what the number is.
Yes. Yes, but look. What did I tell you? There she is. That's the girl. She must have been waiting for him. He'd hardly rung the bell before she'd had the door open. See, look. He's putting his arm round her as they're coming down the steps. Look. Do look.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yes, but look now. He's kissing her there on the steps in front of everybody.
Well, there isn't anybody except us. Oh, no. Oh, my...
What's the matter? John? John, what's the matter with you?
Nothing. It's that girl. That girl.
What about that girl?
That girl is my fiancée, that's all. Oh,
John, I don't know what to say. What have I done?
You brought me out here. I suppose we could say that. And I've seen what I've seen.
Oh, I'm sorry, John. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you couldn't have known, could you?
I'd no idea.
They've got into the car. They're driving off now. Oh, what do you want us to do? Go on, follow them?
Oh, no. That is unless, of course, you want to.
I don't think so. I've seen enough.
Then we'll go back, shall we?
Yes, we'll go back. What else is there to do? We were to be married in a few months.
Oh, don't, John. I'm so sorry.
No. It wasn't your fault. And in a manner of speaking, I'm glad it's happened the way it has. It's better to know these things now than to find them out afterwards, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, I mean, when it's too late. Oh, but I'm being very selfish, aren't I? Just thinking of myself. After all, it's been a shock for you as well, finding out about your boyfriend.
Oh, but not as much as for you. You see, I'd suspected something like that was happening.
Oh, yes, that's right.
What'll you do now?
About what?
Well, about your fiancé.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
You'll marry?
No. Not now. I took her back to town, almost to where she'd got into my car. And before we said goodbye, I'd made an arrangement to meet her for dinner on the following evening. She wasn't able to manage that evening, as she'd a previous engagement, or she said she had. Well, I think, however, she was just being tactful, but I rather admired her for it. After that, we frequently dined out and danced. I enjoyed her company, and I believed she liked being with me. Neither of us referred to the circumstances that had first brought us together. In a way, all that had become irrelevant. It was very pleasant just to go on as we were. One evening we were at the restaurant we'd taken to going to, and I decided there was something I had to get straight. We were dancing at the time.
Oh, I like it here, John. Oh, I love this place. I know I keep saying it, but I can't help that. I keep feeling it.
Paula, there's something I wanted to mention.
No. Now, don't mention things, darling, please. Don't let's be serious. Not now.
No, it's not so very serious. It's just your calling me John.
Well, what's so odd about that? Why shouldn't I call you John?
Oh, it's only that John isn't my name.
You said it was.
I know I did. It was silly of me. I thought John sounded somehow more reassuring. You see, my real name's Peter.
Peter?
Yes.
But I like the name Peter. Yes, I like Peter a lot. I like John, too. Now, what was it you said? It sounded reliable. But Peter is gay. It's amusing. Just
We enjoyed our evenings out, and when they were over, I used to take her back to her flat.
I like kissing you, Peter. I like you kissing me.
Darling. Another time I had the afternoon free and we went to the zoo. The antics of monkeys are really most diverting, aren't they? They lack restraint. But if one is honest, it has to be admitted that they do smell. We had tea in the restaurant afterwards. We'd both fallen silent, but we were smiling at each other.
Peter.
Yes, Paula?
Peter, there's something I've been meaning to tell you. I should have told you before, but, well, there never seems to have been an opportunity. But now I think I must. You remember how we met that first time?
Oh, that was a long time ago. It's all ancient history now. We met. That's all that matters.
I know, darling, but still I have to tell you.
Well?
That young man whose car we followed wasn't my boyfriend. I haven't any boyfriend. It was a pretext, a way of getting to know you. Well, we couldn't go on seeing each other everywhere, smiling the way we were doing, never saying anything.
No.
Well, I feel a lot better now. I didn't want to go on deceiving you. I wanted to tell you, and I'm glad I've told you now.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm sorry you've told me.
I don't understand.
Well, see, that girl we saw outside that house wasn't my fiancée.
Oh, Peter. Peter, you're wonderful. We're wonderful together, aren't we?
Yes, I think we are.
Do you know, I've never met anybody as amusing as you are. No, really, I haven't. Oh, but seriously, darling, aren't we good together?
Of course we are. I've never denied that.
Do you know what I think? I shouldn't say it, of course. But I think we should get married.
I'd like that too, darling. But I'm afraid it's quite impossible. You see, I'm already married. I'm sorry, darling, but will it really make all that difference to us? Will it?